Alright, hello everyone, it's your bud. We're back looking at some of my custom Forge World maps from Halo Reach. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, I have multiple Halo accounts, well, pardon me, multiple Xbox Live accounts, and I have multiple different Halo games, all of which have their own different maps. Now, we're going to start where we left off, which was for Warthogs. We haven't checked this one out yet. So, let's start this one up, and pardon me for saying, Halo accounts, but yeah, I only ever used Xbox for a few racing games and then for Forge World on Halo. Now, I did previously check this one out yesterday when I was just doing some testing, and it was pretty boring. So the first map that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today will just be a little quick one. There wasn't too much that I could see here. Now, I wonder if you can actually get a Warthog onto this. I don't know if you can, or at least I haven't been able to. Alright, so let's just do a little quick fly around. So there's a walkway structure that goes here. Is this... Oh, this looks like this was a prototype for maybe it's an elevator. Nope, there's no way to get inside there. Alright, so this is just some pointless structuring then. It goes over here. And this is what it looks like, and then there's just some junk sitting around. Just some cool looking base building, and I think that is pretty much it for the map for Warthogs. And that is not 4 as in the number 4, but 4 meaning this is a map built for Warthogs, apparently, although there wasn't very much there. And please don't leave the video. The rest of the video is going to have some good maps. That one's just, I'm just doing that one quickly just because I don't want to leave any of these out. I want to make sure I get all of these done. I did mention that my Xbox red ringed, however I don't know if the power device was plugged in properly. So for Warthogs, we ended with Defenders, now we did for Warthogs. Now let's try Fort, and it does say Turret War. Interesting. So the reasons I'm going so fast with this is, number one, I don't really have many AA batteries, and the ones that I do have don't really seem to hold a charge, so I'm going to be doing this a little bit quicker rather than going in depth. And so if you want to know more about any of these maps, if you saw something out of the corner of your eye and thought, hey, I want to see more of that, then just let me know. I'd be happy to go more in depth into any of these videos. Oh, and I think I'm just going to move the microphone as well. Ah, there is a place there. Before we display it, I'll move the microphone just because it's a little bit out of place right now. Okay, yeah, I think that's going to be better if I go like this. Now, how do I go fast? Left trigger, okay. Now let's check out Turret War. Ooh, so I think this is building off the idea yesterday where when you get in a Spectre turret and there are one-way shields, and you're in the Spectre turret, then you can make it move. So I don't know exactly where we're supposed to go there, so maybe let's start at the top. Okay, so there's a spawner. There's little places for turrets. Are there no actual turrets? Do I have to spawn one? Oh, there's one here. So one ended up here. What happens when I go in this? Oh, so it goes all the way over, and then, oh, I think it's supposed to fall down. Yep, and then, oh, so yeah, I think this thing is just a prototype build for a neat idea where you get in and this thing shoots you down and then up, and then you go over, and then you go down. So it's just this sort of automatic turret system that I thought would be really, really fun for some sort of games where... Where'd it go? Yeah, but I thought it'd be a really fun idea that you could place into certain games where you can have these, like, turret grids, where you can have a turret set in a certain grid and it will follow it. So, like, this one will go this way, then there, then up, then this way, then there, then down. And it'll keep looping. So I thought it was a cool way to build a looping turret system. Alright, that is Fort. And yeah, I'm going to be a little bit quick with some of these because the racetrack ones are gigantic, and I'm not joking here. Boy, I am super tired. So now we're going to look at H, see what H is there. So for those who don't know, my internet is pretty slow. Yeah, I have like a super slow internet. So yesterday's video took... Oh wait, is my audio broken? There's an audio problem right now. Okay, great. My audio driver problem is back. Alright, let's see what map H is. I think map H is just a small thing. So as I was saying, yeah, I have super slow internet, and since I have super slow internet, yesterday's video took over 6 hours to upload. Alright, looks like this is just a ramp for some cars, and let's see if this kills you. Please don't kill me. It killed me. And I won't be allowed to die until I turn the controller on. There we go, now I can die, and now... So I think the battery's going to run out on my controller. Man, this is just all sorts of, like, So, I'm super tired. It took 6 hours or maybe 7 hours to upload the hour-long video because my internet's so slow. And then right now, my controller keeps dying, so I should probably move on to the next one. I've got some more batteries charging right now for the controller, but they probably won't hold much of a charge. And then of course the audio driver problem came back on my computer because that's just a regular thing. Every once in a while something happens with my computer and I need to redo all the audio drivers, and right now that's happening. So right now my audio on my computer is having problems. So the only thing that isn't having problems right now is the camera battery. The camera battery is charged, but... So yesterday's video was supposed to be something easy for me, but then since it took 6 hours to upload, whoa, I made this out of natural stone apparently. Whoa, that's actually, wow. What on earth did I make? Anyways, you guys came here for the Halo maps, not for my audio problems and my slow internet discussions. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Huh. Let's see what it's like. So obviously there's those 4 sniper paths. And then let's go in here. Natural cave system that I made. So not natural, man-made. I'm using this place here, this under tunnel, as sort of a base for this. And nothing. Okay, completely pointless tunnel. So I guess this one's more aesthetic than it is anything else. How do you get into it? Oh, I guess you have to climb. So the climbing path is around here on the side, isn't it? Okay, no. So I guess this is just purely aesthetic. There's no function to this at all, from what I can tell, unless... Oh yeah, this is horrible if this is the actual walkway right here. Kind of neat though. You could actually have a few fun fights if you expanded this map. I do like the idea. And it looks pretty cool. Alright, this was high ground. We'll end that one there. Luckily it doesn't take too long to switch between maps, so I think I might be able to get through most of this on the controller that I'm using right now with the batteries that I'm using. But yeah, this is all just for me, just so I can have all of these on a backup, because it's a real shame when you have something that you when you have something that you care about on like a hard drive, and then the hard drive eventually goes because of age, and then you just lose everything. I've had some of my old laptops just disappear, and like I've lost songs on music devices. I've lost so much, and I don't want to be losing all of my Halo maps as well as a result. Oh, I think I remember this one as well. So this is just a small little place where you can battle. And then there's a place up there for like a, I don't know, little battle box or whatever. Let's see. Go up the elevator and into here. And then when you go through these, it puts you back here down into the water. And yeah, so it's sort of just this like little fight pit thing. So it's actually, this would actually be really fun to be chasing around, shooting people up top there, and then all of a sudden they teleport down here into the middle. So you're like constantly watching the middle, and then when you're down here the water makes it kind of hard to shoot, but then you can go all the way up here, and then you can go back in here. And then whenever you go up any of these teleporters, so if you get around behind, it's actually kind of... Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to change some batteries, see if I can get some other batteries that last a little bit longer than that. Alright, so where were we? When we left off, well, it's been a little bit for me, it's been a few hours. I was charging some batteries, and then I remembered that my microphones, I have some fancier microphones that use some batteries. So, we already checked out this whole map, so I just wanted to double check it. Good, we've done this one. Alright, let's move on to the next map. So yeah, it's been a few hours, and I couldn't remember if we really did a full dive into this map. Oh, there are two little corner things that, I guess those two half circles that were on the side might be two little bases. Hopefully the road isn't too loud. You might be able to hear some traffic going by, but it's a bit too warm to keep all the windows closed right now. Okay, now what is this map? This has got a kill ball. I think the map was called Invasion. So probably another infection one. Are there more spawn points down here? Not exactly sure what this is supposed to be. Let's do a quick fly around, see if we can get a better idea of the layout. Oh, whoa, this is much better, much bigger than I realized. And, whoa. Oh, I do remember this one. Yeah, so this one's got two little, Okay, so this is supposed to be, you know, like in Star Wars when they have the ship's docking bays? I think if you go fast enough, you can go straight through them. Oh, no, I can't get through. But you know how like in Star Wars they have the docking bays with the shield or stuff like that? There we go, I did get through. So you spawn in here, and this is supposed to be like, it's an actual door, but you can walk through it. I kind of liked that. So this is supposed to be a big spaceship. We've got our spaceship view. We've got these things that you can jump through and they fire you out. So I'm not exactly sure if the spaceship is invading this or if... Yeah, I think it's sort of be like, imagine an assault from this ship. So there's a few different points of exit. If you jump down these things, they're like cannons. They have the grav cannons. They can fire you out. Or you can go straight out and use this one as well. And this one will also take you there. So these all go straight to the elevator thing here. And then from the elevator you can bounce up here. And obviously this is supposed to be the last stand thing. Just a jumble. I really like these jumble things where, I don't know, it just makes for some really, really interesting combat when you have all of these areas and tons of places to hide, and kind of neat. And then just a overstructure here. Oh, this is where red team spawns or something. And then down below is the base. So actually a pretty cool map. I actually really like this one. Let's explore a bit more of the ship, shall we? I just want to get a better view of it. Okay, so it is symmetrical. It's got its little cannon things, and let's try these other ones because I seem to remember that I colored them. Can these go anywhere? Oh, I think these are just aesthetic then. So how do you get... Oh, that's duh. Go up the walkway, then turn around. Then you can go over here. You can jump over there. Although I think that's just more supposed to look like a bridge of a starship. Or maybe this is the bridge. Shotgun, and then does this take you... Where are we now? Okay, so that's the ship, and then we teleport over to this side here. Alright, so an actual pretty good battle map. This would be a good team deathmatch where you have one team, the blue team, that spawns over here on the ship, and then you have the red team that spawns up here, and they have their little paths to their walkway thing, so they can run over here from their spawn, and then get in these little alcove things and fight off people grav jumping over from the ship. Let's see if this one takes you right over. I just want to double check. I think this makes you slide right. Oh, okay, interesting. So this must be another one that needs jetpacks or something like that. And then I don't know what this is, but obviously left a missing piece here. Yeah, so I think this one is called Invasion. I kind of like it. Invasion, yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to be leaving behind the like team battle ones and moving on to the racing ones next, because I think there's a lot of race tracks coming up. So I was going to re-record the beginning of this, but I do not know how long the batteries on this controller will last, and it will be a shame if I use up my last AA batteries for my microphone, well, my fancier microphones, just to show you guys this. I mean, I do want to. Okay, so Midway. Let's see what the Midway ones are. So yeah, like I was saying, I could have re-recorded the beginning of this, but then I don't think I would have had quite enough battery life to re-record everything. So I'm just keeping the beginning part there. Alright, I think this Pelican was just for me for fast traveling for the Forge world. Okay. Okay. And, oh, I get it. So it is Midway from Stargate. So we went from one side of Forge World, now we're in Midway. So if you don't know about Midway, Midway is one of the best episodes of Stargate Atlantis. And Midway is a station that's halfway between the Milky Way and the Pegasus Galaxy. So people can go between Stargate Atlantis and main SG Command, Stargate Command in Cheyenne Mountain in America. So yeah, I guess, I don't know, this, I can't tell which side was which side, so I guess this is supposed to be Stargate Command, maybe? Or maybe this is supposed to be Atlantis, the way it's flooded. Oh yeah, I think this is supposed to be Atlantis. Let's see. And then this goes back over to the island. Alright, so we got Atlantis over here, and then we got a series of teleporters in Midway. So that's actually pretty cool. It takes you all the way from one side of the map to the other. Neat. Not much there. Now let's go check out Midway number 2. I think Midway number 2 is more about the base itself and less about the idea of transporting yourself across an entire map. And you're probably going to see me scrolling past a few things here, but I have my camera and my microphone right in front of where I would be looking at the TV, so yeah, I keep sometimes having to look through the camera's view, and the camera lags a bit. Alright, so here's Midway, obviously gate and gate. And I do seem to remember this one just being a multi-level thing with like some tanks and some vehicles and just sort of like a big base. So there were the Pelicans above, the Pelican Bay, and then I think you have to go up here in order to go down. I'm not always going to spend the time doing the walking tour for each of these, but for this one, I feel like it's probably a bit easier to do this walking around. Sometimes when you're flying around as the Oracle, it can be a bit disorienting. Disorientating? I don't know. Alright, so there's clearly a hangar bay there that vehicles can fly in. I think it's like for Banshees. Yeah, okay, so I just want to try out the Banshee thing and see what that's like. See if you can actually come through that. So this is like the underwater bay for the jumpers from Stargate Atlantis. So like, there we go. And then if you get out, you bounce on that. So it's a one-way shield. So it's sort of like the underwater docking bays in Stargate Atlantis. All right, now let's fly back up here to that other one. And let's see what we got here. Nothing much, just a room set up to look kind of cool. And there's one of those things that you can walk through these, so you can make you can make walls that you can walk through. And yeah, it looks like Midway 2 is not much of a map as well. Alright, it was just some fun, me having some fun building some stuff from Stargate in Halo. So I did take a break. I took a break for a few hours in between my first little bit of recording and then this bit when I came back on to look at the rest of these. Oops. Yeah, and I was charging my rechargeable batteries, but they just were not holding any charge. So hopefully I can get through all of this. Mongoose Racetrack. Okay, hopefully I can get through all of this on this one battery pack. If it's as long as yesterday's video turned out to be quite long, but it was actually pretty fun to make. All right, so let's see. Where's Whoa, okay, so Mongoose is a serious mongoose racing track. And I think you start over here. So if I actually started this without starting it in Forge, so if I started this as an actual game type, we would have spawned over here, I think. But I actually started this as a Forge World map, so let's see what this is like. Boom. So I think this one was inspired by Mario Kart, and yep, those are explosive mines. So when you see those red mines, you gotta watch out for them. Oh, I did not see that one. Oh, there's trouble having my microphone and my camera right in front of me. And it's a little dangerous to use my it's a little dangerous to use my peripheral to check to make sure the camera and the audio are still recording, especially when there's... Oh, don't fall off, don't fall off, don't fall off. No, 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 no. Come on, come on. Oh. Let's take this. Let's try that again. Oh, I did not see the landmine. That's exactly where my camera was. That's hilarious. Alright, so Mongoose Racetrack has this little thin thing. No, no, no. Oh, that's actually pretty difficult. Oh, I want to get that right. Oh, I have to remember what the buttons are to spawn things. Do we go... no, this, then start, no, this. How do I spawn things? Oh, place object is X. Now we have to go to vehicles and Mongoose. There we go. Beep. Okay. And then drop and then turn into a person. Oh, wait. The Mongoose respawn there? Interesting. Alright, well, this is very difficult. My camera is in the worst spot. I will not let that beat me, though. I'm gonna do this even if I have to go really, really embarrassingly slow. Okay, I did it. Okay. Ooh, those landmines. They're just visible enough that you can see them, but also just dangerous enough that if you're not paying attention for a moment, they'll get you. Alright, this is actually fun. This is what I really, really liked, was building racetracks in Halo. Building racetracks as well as zombie maps were the two things that I did most. Because I think for all of my achievements or accomplishments or whatever, for all the unlocks for the armor, I got all of the unlocks for the driving ones. You know, like get this many splattered kills or this many whatever with the vehicle kills. I did that so much. Like, that was all I did. I would get in the vehicle and my friend would be in the turret. Although you clearly cannot see any of those skills remaining right now. Okay, so my camera just died there for a moment or two, but I think it died somewhere around here. Pardon me. But yeah, I think it died somewhere around here when we were just about to go into this cave system. So let's do this. Go through the cave. Super dark, but I think we'll come into the light. Yeah, there we go. Into the light. Gotta watch out for those landmines placed everywhere. And yeah, made it through. Alright, and yeah, this is where I realized that the recording died, so I had to start over with the new Mongoose. It's really slow in the water here. Wonder if it would feel faster if I had some sound. And once again, I had to pull the Xbox out from storage. And I actually don't really use a sound system anymore because PlayStation actually has a headphone jack on the bottom of the controller, but Xbox 360 did not have that. So yeah, there's no sound right now because I just don't use a sound system. Okay, it looks like we're going up a ramp, and then we're here, and then this takes us around. Oops, hit that side of the wall there. These are not lined up properly. Oh! And then back at the beginning. And that was Mongoose. Well, that's what it's called, but that was my Mongoose Racetrack. Yeah, I think this is definitely a sort of inspired by Mario Kart. It's small enough where you can still have fun. I did not get the spawns right, but pretty much everything else is pretty good. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alright, now let's try platform. See if platform is anything interesting or just a quick one where I was just having some fun. And again, sorry if I'm sounding tired, but yesterday's video took like 7 hours to upload, and whoa, this one is complicated. Okay. Oh, this is cool. So there's little like rocket things, but you can't move them, so you're stuck in these. Oh, so I think this is supposed to be like a base that's defending against that thing over there. So yeah, there's looks like there's gonna be 4 things where some enemies spawn. So the blue team is infection, and they, oh, right, now I remember this. They get in these, and these fly over here. And then this one has 4 different layers. It's got tanks that, once again, you can't move, but you can shoot. I cannot see again. I'm behind my camera, so I couldn't see. Let's see. This must take you down to the bottom floor. Yep. So red team spawns on the bottom floor. They have 4 rocket turrets, and then they have teleporters to take them up to. Let's see. I think there's an inside here to this as well. Oh yeah, there is. All right, let's check out these other teleporters and let's see. Does this one go to the 2nd floor? So this one goes up to the top. And then let's try this one. See if this one takes us up to the 2nd floor. And oh, okay, so I think each of these is where we go, and when you get in there, you can get to a turret. And then these are 4 gauze turrets. And then what happens when you get out? Oh, okay, that's kind of a bit bad design. But yeah, so 4 rocket turrets, 4 gauze turrets, and 4 scorpions. And then a whole bunch of mines, and then each of these is like a place for zombies to spawn, and they can spawn in different areas. And can I get in there? Yeah, I think I can. Okay. I like that. It's so much fun to have these things. Oh! Well, apparently that one explodes because it went too far. Yeah, but I kind of like this one, having like 4 different places where people spawn, and then they get in these shade turrets and they fly over, and then like 3 different levels of 4 different corners. So there's the 4 corners, then there's like another even dispersion and another one. So yeah, and then tons of landmines. Kind of a cool one. Alright, that was platform. Platform was much more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I really, really like that one. Just moving the microphone a bit. I'm sitting a bit too far back on the couch. I'm leaning back on the couch. I just needed to sit and rest. As much as it takes like 6 or 7 hours to upload one of these hour-long videos, as much as it takes a really, really long time to do that, it does save me a lot of work because all of the visuals, everything's just in one video, so it's so much easier. I just need to record it once, edit it once, and then send it online after I render it, which is way better than having to look for a whole bunch of pictures and do a whole bunch of work. So on a day when I'm tired like this, pardon me, keep yawning. So on a day when I'm tired like this is just a perfect thing for me to do. All right, so we've got a one-way shield thing. No, it's not a one-way shield. All right, so those are the pockets. So this is pool. Let's make sure I don't land on an actual explosive or a landmine. So we've got the pockets, we've got the pool balls, and we've got our pool cue here, which is, of course, one of the golf clubs. And, oh, I missed. All right, let's see if I can get this one in. No, I think, oh, that was a good one. And the landmines guard the actual things, so yeah, they can make it a bit unpredictable. Nah. terrible. Is that one going to roll in? I think that one might. Nope. We're going to have to fire. And yeah, actually, I kind of like this one. And I didn't have any of like Xbox Live and like downloading maps and things like that. So I didn't realize that you could just like download maps from online. Or I didn't have good enough internet to do that. I basically played Halo like they were offline games. And then I'd only play it online at like my friend's house. Oh, and looks like there's some rockets here. So I think the rule was if you score a few in a row, then you can, get a rocket launcher as a bonus. This is very difficult to see. I only have a sliver of the screen that I can see in my view right now. Oops. No, I think there, right? I think that one went in. All right, one more, and then we'll move on. Oh, sorry, two more, then we'll move on to another map. All right, well, both of these will have to go over here. Ooh, don't mind if I do. And done. All sunk. And there, of course, is the, whatever you call it, that triangle thing to reset them. I think that's kind of funny. Alright, that was cool. So yeah, like I said, I didn't realize that you could just download maps from online. Like, I didn't realize there was an entire, like, community of people building maps. So I thought I was very, very clever when I came up with how to do pool. I was super pleased with that one. And then eventually when I did find out that there were tons of maps online and I saw some of them, I was like, oh, tons of people had already thought of that. All right, let's try race day. Okay, I'm gonna move over a bit so I can actually see, because it's not conducive for driving if you can't see. Oh, I think I colored the tunnels with this one, so they'll go through a whole bunch of different colors. All right, okay, so there's two paths. Should we go up or down? We're going to go down for the first one. So, the down path. Very interesting. Okay, this is chaotic. Don't fall off, don't fall off, don't fall off. Get there. Nope, we exploded and we fell to our death. Alright, so clearly there are no safety rails on this course. I think that is the main... Oh, are you kidding me? Grenades, respawn, grenades. I'm not going to walk across the map there. So I think my main failing with most of my racing maps is that the spawn points and the guardrails are... Okay, that's close enough. That's close enough. So let's try to do this without dying. Which I guess means just slow and steady. We'll take the low path again this time. And then I think you could notice there was a teleporter there, so clearly when we get to the end of the... Don't squish me, don't squish me. I did flip it there. Oh, cool, I flipped it midair. That was neat. So yeah, clearly when we get to the end of this race, we should be teleporting back to that bay there. So these are dangerous grav chutes, or grav lifts. I cannot remember what they're called. So where am I supposed to go here? I think I'm supposed to go over there. And then... Oh, you kidding me? Great. Great. So the more slow I go with slow and steady, the longer it's going to take me to complete this. So we go X, then down to vehicles, then Mongoose A, turn into a human. Alright, so yeah, the more slow when I go slow and steady I go, the longer this is going to take, and the more painful it's going to be whenever I screw up like that and die. Which, as I mentioned, my main failings for these maps are the lack of guardrails. The amount of places where you can die in my racing tracks is just... Oh, that's kind of neat. There's just too many ways for you to die doing my racing tracks. And then back here at the beginning. Alright, okay, that was actually much quicker. That was much, much more painless than I thought this was going to be. I thought we were only on, like, part 1 of this giant racetrack. No. Come on. So clearly those were too steep. It's very weird driving with just the thumbstick and not using gas or brake or anything like that. Now let's see what the high path takes you. Oh, there's two of these. I think if you're going fast enough, you can... yeah, if you're going fast enough, I think I needed that second thing up there just to catch people. Alright, looks like we got some like lighting effects. Well, very, very minimal. And hey, look, the first safety rail. Let's go on the left side because I could not take that turn tight enough. Please don't fall in the water. Okay, and I'm almost dead, and the vehicle's smoking, but we're getting pretty near to the end here. Whoa! Oh, oh, right. That wall is invisible. Well, not invisible. That wall is a visible wall that you can go through. That actually really scared me there. All right, and this was race day. Good thing I have those things there. All right, race day. Fairly bland, but could be an enjoyable racetrack if I made it a bit better. Although since there's only 2 lanes and it's linear like that, since it's not a loop, it would make it not quite as fun for anything with shooting. But I think that would still be really, really fun if it's just a pure racing video. Alright, race day 2. Let's see what race day 2 looks like. I think I made a whole race day series or something like that. Ooh. Oh, this is a painful one. Pardon me, I keep yawning. I am so exhausted. Alright, so everyone's got one of these, which, if you don't know, full charge of this, fired at one of those, completely EMPs the vehicle and shuts it down. Rocket, no, I'm going to take a gauze one because they're cooler. Gauze Warthog. Alright. Now let's do this one. I do remember this one. This is one of my longest racetracks. In fact, I think the reason there's no guardrails on most of my racetrack videos, sorry, on most of my racetrack maps, is that I use every single so they have a dollar amount assigned to each piece of concrete or each pavement. So each of these square blocks I'm driving over would cost I don't know, $20 or something, and then the energy shields would cost more. These are just recharge points where you can pick up different weapons. There's just different weapons over there. And then anyway, since there's a monetary amount assigned to each thing that you can build in Forge Worlds, and there's a total amount that you can create with, I have all of my money going towards making the racetrack longer and larger rather than making it safer. So this entire map is just spread thin. Every single bit of resources that I could get to make this map I did. So this is the longest, largest racetrack that I could make. And I'm surprised we haven't died. Maybe if I just keep the commentary going, we won't die. And these grav lifts are dangerous because if you go at them at a weird angle like we saw before on the other map, then these can kill you. So should I? No, I'm going to avoid this. Nope, I didn't avoid that one. Okay. But it looks like we're fine. Looks like we're fine. No, don't fall down the hill. Oops. I almost just drove off there. Alright, let's please make it back without dying. So it looks like we're going to be going up. There's another station with some weapons there on the left. Let's see. Alright, I just saw the camera die there, so we just went onto this path here. As you can see, we're just here, and we're here now. We're just about to climb up the roller coaster thing here. So this is like going to the top of a roller coaster. And yeah, I did notice my camera died there. Oh, this would probably be easier in a Mongoose. Okay, no, I think we're good. And then, please don't send me off. Please don't. Okay. Oh, there were more one-way shields. So I would have been safe there. And then you can go either here or you can go up. And if you go up, then you, of course, land back down here afterwards. Not much of a split path, but obviously I started to make other paths before I realized how little money I had. And then these things down here, these side ones, are just in case you fall off. If you go, oh no, I fell off, now there's nowhere for me to get back up there. Well, you can just take one of these. Well, you could in theory if you were a good enough driver. Alright, that was race day 2. The biggest racetrack that I could make. It stretches almost entirely from one side of Forge World to the other. And it's even got this giant aesthetic pyramid thing. Kinda neat. Did I say pyramid? I meant tower. My brain is not working today. Alright, let's end this and see what else we can find on this account on Halo Reach. So as mentioned previously in the other video, and I think I might have mentioned it in the beginning of this one, this is just one of my accounts from just one of the Halo games that I've made. Well, Halo games that I've made maps in. My mind is just completely useless today. A perfect day to just sit on the couch and peruse through all of these old maps. Now what will be the next one? Race day 2. Now we're on to the racetrack series, apparently. Alright, and looks like the controller has gone so far. Controller still has batteries. I don't remember if you can check to see how much life the controller has left in it. I don't know if you can check the charge. I'm going to take one of the Revenants because I actually really like those. Might not be the smartest option. This is cool looking. Let's try top. Oh, okay, so so I guess you have to go up to the top because these one-way shields prevent you from going down. And then you must go out this way and then come back the other way. Let's see if you come back through that gap there. Alright, 3 ways. Let's try just going forward and going straight. Looks like there's some bonus revenants in case you die. Oh, another one-way shield. Okay, that one shocked me. So that path below must be for coming back. Please don't fall through. And I fell through. I don't think you were supposed to fall through, were you? Maybe you were supposed to fall through. Is there something down here? Where are you supposed to go after that? Maybe there's supposed to be a teleporter down here that got deleted or something. What is up with this map then? What's down here? Do you use this? This must be like a half complete map. So clearly you can use this to go back up, but it's not connected to anything. Alright, looks like this map is purely just for can you get yourself to be flung all the way into that circle there. Okay, so this isn't actually a racetrack, even though it's called a Racetrack 1. It's more of a can you fling yourself into the center of that circle. Okay, let's move on to Racetrack 2. Okay, just another unique little build there. So I think that was Racetrack, and now we're going to do Racetrack 1, and then there's Rally Track 1, I think. Unless we just did Racetrack 1. My mind is gone that much that I can't remember if we just did Racetrack or Racetrack 1. Okay, so... Hey, looks like I redid it. I put a spawn point back here. Let's see, did anything else change? Doesn't look like anything else changed, but looks like Racetrack 1 is just a re-edited version with some spawn points that are placed in. Alright, so that one we already saw before. So that was Mongoose. That one was titled Mongoose before, but then I rechanged the title. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Now, if this is the same version of a map we've already looked at before, but just renamed, then I'm gonna get a little angry. Yep, again, just the same thing. And yep. Oh no, I did change it. I put some grav lifts or whatever over here, and then some over here as well. So I made it on those long parts, on those long straightaways, I put in some grav lifts to make the map go by a little bit quicker. Alright, so just a few more little changes. A few more little updates. And that became Rally Track. So went from Mongoose to Racetrack 1 to Rally Track 1. Some slow little updates. Okay, so maybe there might not be as many maps that I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to have to spend a long time going through each of those racetracks. I only briefly looked at the list to see how many maps there were last time. Let's see. Oh, so there still are quite a few. Let's try Rocket Rumble. Or Rocket Rumble. Yep. It's so strange how the moment, like literally the moment I spawn into these, I remember so much about them. Alright, so yeah, this is just a place to have some fun, firing some rockets at people. And then this one you can use as a ramp like that. And yeah. Oh, I almost ran over that. And does this take you back down to the bottom? Let me just check. Oh, I think you... Do you really have to be out of it? And then, yeah, back down here. Oh, and then there's a down below as well, where you can drive around. There's some landmines, some explosives, this thing here, and then a slow loop back up top. Oh, I didn't even see this path down here. Alright, Rocket Rumble just looks like it was taken from a sort of like Twisted Metal arena sort of battle thing like that. So yeah, this was sort of my attempt to make an arena for some sort of, yeah, Twisted Metal-esque fighting with some rocket warthogs. Nope, don't die. Yeah, so there's multiple paths, multiple places to hide, a little pit with some explosives, some grav lifts. Oh, now I understand why that one was there. That one pushes you over so you can get up here. Alright, pretty cool. I like Rocket Rumble. Whoa, that was a cool trick. Did you see that? That was cool. Bounce. Let's see if I can do more of those. Oh no, I can't do anything nearly as cool as that other one. I did a little 360. That was really cool. Alright, on to the next map. Now on to Rumble Pit. Okay, Rumble Pit sounds just like a close quarters, like Slayer map. Let's see what we've got here. Another one that I didn't build the spawn points into, so we're going to have to go check it out. And Rumble Pit is an even more bare bones one. Yeah, okay, so probably some vehicles over here. Yeah, vehicles over here. Go up here. Yeah, nothing to see here. Just a bare bones box that I did have. Yeah, something that I could make into a map, but I never ever did. So, yeah. That was Rumble Pit. Stronghold. From what I remember, Stronghold is built all up in the docking bay in Forge World, and it's sort of meant to be like a dwarfed fortress or something like that. So this is inspired by like Erebor or something like that, and I think it's meant to be an infection map. So yeah, I think red might be the infected here. I'm not 100% sure. I just wanna... Okay, that's kind of cool. Interesting. And this is what? Can I go anywhere from here? Oh, I can. So these small little tiny corridors, it's all meant to be like, imagine this is carved out of stone. You're in like, oh, can I jump over this? Oh, I can. I wonder if I'm supposed to be here. Hey! So actually, I guess I made that on purpose. Oh, I'm back here where this spawned. Alright, so now let's leave that. So there's that little pillar area where things could be, but then you leave out and you get to the main antechamber, and did I accidentally go outside of this? I think I might have. I'm not 100% sure if I was supposed to have done that. Okay, so it appears as though I was supposed to, what, use the rocks to jump up? I guess that's what makes this a stronghold. Oh, let's go in through here. Yeah, so this is all supposed to be like a really, really fun zombies mode where you're all stuck in this one really small area, but there's so many corridors and hiding places that, like, this would be crazy if you had a whole, like, collected team over on one side. Okay. So before I start going rock climbing everywhere, I'm just going to make sure that there's no, like, official pathways. Oh, so this is where blue spawns, is it? Oh, so blue spawns here. So if red can get all the way around in that long corridor, they can get here. And now blue will get in here into the fortress. So this is inside the stronghold. And if I'm correct, there should be a, like, final stand room that's like a throne room. If this is the map I remember, there should be a throne room somewhere. This looks like a pathway. No, it's not. Just a little natural alcove. I always got to check these pillars I make because lots of times, as you've seen in my other maps, I put grav things there. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to walk up these spiral staircases. So this is a giant, like, main chamber room, isn't it? Sort of meant to be like Moria or something like that. Okay, so yeah. Oh, so then you walk up here. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a main walkway all the way up here. Okay, and then from here you get up into this place. Alright, and now we're up into the upper walkways. Yeah, so this is totally inspired by, like, Moria or Erebor. And here we go. I think this is supposed to be the throne room. You see the two thrones? The ornate thrones? And then I think there should be some weapons and stuff behind if... Yeah, so... Sort of like if an infection happened in... like Erebor or in Moria or something. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, perfect. Imagine Moria where the orcs are attacking, and then you know how there was like, there's that room where they were all in, you know, where the Fellowship found them, how they had all like retreated back to that one room. So this is like, you can tell they've retreated back to the throne room here. Alright, camera just shut off a moment ago, but you didn't really miss anything. I went from that side of the room to this side of the room. Alright, so now we're going behind the throne, and there's a whole bunch of one-way shields, so you can't go through there. So you can't jump up there. Can you jump up here? Nope, so I think you have to go over here, then through here, then up here, then around, then up, and then you can bounce over here. And then from here you can get up on top of the actual thrones. Yeah, so this is the last stand place inside the stronghold. So let's just go up and then see if you can see the whole thing. Actually, we never did explore over here. So underneath here somewhere is where the red team must spawn, but they're not able to get up here. Let's see, does red team... Yeah, so red team spawned over here in this corner. Cool. Alright. So red team spawns over here. And then there's this giant main chamber. And tons of places to go through. I really, really liked this one. And I really liked how there was all of the natural rock. So that blue spawned down here. And then there was the second pathway to get into the main chamber. Which, I'm surprised how big this main chamber feels. Even though I've completely filled all of this with complete nonsense. It actually looks pretty spacious. Well, that was Stronghold. That was actually one of my favorite maps that I've built. Let's see what else we have on this account in the Halo Reach Forge World maps. So now we're going to the Awesome Fort. Okay, wonder what makes it so awesome, and that's awesome without an E because apparently I didn't know how to spell. Alright, let's see what's in the Awesome Fort. And then it looks like there's just one or two more after this. And then I'm going to have to stop for the day because, boy, I am exhausted. I can barely keep my eyes open. Please tell me the Awesome Fort's an actual thing. Oh, I didn't even notice it. It was built straight into the side there. Did we already see this one? I can't remember if we did. Oh, no, I don't think we did see this one. Alright, so as usual, before we check out the giant base, we'll check out the small little base, which Might be sort of an attacking base. Let's check it out. Sorry for me being quiet there, but I was trying to stifle a yawn. Like I said, I am just exhausted today. Alright, so this is a bare bones base that did not get fleshed out. Now let's see, how can you get in here? Okay, looks like you walk in through here. And I'm guessing just by looking at this that this is a just sort of build for a castle that doesn't actually have anything. Yeah, I think this one is just like a little small build that doesn't actually go anywhere or do anything. Let's see, is there actually anything in here? Nope, not that I can see. Alright, so this one, let's just double check that second layer. It is in fact a second layer, and then there's a way to get up top here. So the awesome fort is not so awesome. It was never completed, so it would seem. So awesome fort, pretty lame altogether. I did like that last one better than this one. Yeah, I really liked that last one that was like the natural cave Moria looking one. The Moria Erebor dwarf kind of like, I don't know, stronghold one. That's what it was called. The stronghold one was I think that's my favorite so far for the day. Now, turret flight test, I think is just going to be just that, a little thing with a grab chute and a turret. So I could test my turret through one-way shield levitation thing. And I think I have different size grav lifts for different tests. And yep, I just wanted to test this out because it's a cool idea, isn't it? To be able to be flying in a turret. I don't know why, but I think that's a super, super fun idea. Alright, turret flight test over. Oh, and it looks like my battery is flashing red on my camera, so yeah. Definitely gonna have to end this in the next map or two. I think was there 1 or 2 more maps? I can't remember. Map, Forge World, flight test. So there's Vault and Water. So these will be the last 2 maps of the day, and then I will be coming back with some of my other accounts in some of the other games. So this was Halo Reach, but I also have Halo 3 and Halo 4, and I've made Forge World maps in both of those. Was there's landmines? No, those were landmines. They were rocks, but man, that freaked me out. I just saw this for a moment when I walked, and that was just enough to set me into panic mode. So there's blue, there's red. They each start on the side of a wall, and they have a teleporter. Where does this take us? So this takes us into a place with a one-way shield, so we can't go up there. We have to go down. Now where are we? Clues in the name of what this is supposed to be. Okay, and it looks like these are just 2 paths that lead down here. So I think this is just a fight pit sort of scenario. Let me double check. Okay, no, this is... So where does the other person go then? Let's find out where red team goes, because blue team goes all the way down here, but where does red team go? Oh, red team must start at the top of this. Okay, so red team starts at the top of this, blue team starts down here, and then they both have to run down there. One's just slightly ahead of the other. So this must be a zombies map where the infected start here and have like, I don't know, a 10-second like follow-up. So the humans must have like a 10-second head start compared to these guys who have that. Actually, no, it's more like a 5-second head start. So blue team rushes through this teleporter, and then red team rushes through the teleporter on the thing above. Alright, that's pretty good. And that was Vault. Oh, so I guess, yeah, it's all who can get down to the Vault. This was supposed to be like some sort of, I don't know. It could supposed to be a technological vault, or maybe some sort of, I don't know, fantasy sort of style vault or something like that, but something deep down in the earth. Alright, I kind of like that one. And now the very last one we're going to be looking at is Water, which I think is built into the waterfall. I accidentally clicked the wrong one there. Water. Why does it keep saying holdout? Forge World, water. Alright, it is not loading it. That's interesting. We'll see if it loads. Nope, it loaded holdout for some reason. Alright, I thought I built one over there into the waterfalls. That must have been another account. Either that or this is a separate version. Alright, looks like I might be ending this one early because for some reason when I click water, it brings me to my holdout map. Interesting, so it looks like something's gotten corrupted. I mean, after all, this Xbox 360 is like over a decade old, so vault, water, click, holdout. Okay, so apparently we don't get to see what water looks like. I'm going to try now to see if I can sign out and sign back in. So this is just a preview of what you're going to be seeing tomorrow. We just finished looking through every single map on one of my Xbox Live accounts for Halo Reach. So yeah, for the Halo Reach Forge World maps, we finally looked through all of them from one of my Xbox accounts, and tomorrow we will be starting to look through all of the Halo Reach Forge World maps from my second Xbox Live account. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave the video a like. You can subscribe for daily videos. I make at least one video every single day. And if you want me to go more in depth into any of the maps that I've shared with you today, just let me know. But so far I've been trying to do a very quick job just going through and quickly looking at each of the maps so that you can get a good understanding of it, and so I can get a good understanding of it as well, because I never know when my Xbox will red ring for the last time. I was getting a few red ring problems, but I think that was just because my power bar wasn't completely plugged in properly. So yeah, I'm just doing this quickly so I can get all of the maps that I've made shared with you guys online, and so far we've shared every single map from one of my Halo games and one of my Xbox Live accounts. Now we'll be moving on to Halo Reach Forge World maps from this new account tomorrow. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave this a like, subscribe, and leave any questions or suggestions in the comments below, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.